Greetings, beloved divine diamond light, Lord and Lordettes of infinite love. Christ consciousness shift here with a video. This video is explaining that there isn't a devil that is mentioned in the Bible. Now, for me to bring some clarity, especially to those that have a religious mindset, I'm going to use plants as an example. In order for a plant to grow, it's going to need photosynthesis, which comes from sunlight and light altogether, and it's going to need to sleep, which happens when it's in darkness. So those that know how to grow certain plants and things know you can manipulate how the plant grows depending on how much light you give it, how much food, and how much time you allow it to sleep. So, but the key here is that it needs both light and dark. Light and darkness, sorry. So that's how nature operates. The plant needs the light and it needs darkness in order for it to grow properly. It doesn't grow in the light. Basically, when it's in the light, it's feeding, and it only grows when it's in the darkness, when it's sleeping. So it needs both the light and the dark. Another concept for you to take in account is the yin and yang. This is a spiritual concept of the light and the dark forces being one. It's once the symbol of the yin and yang is one circle with like a 6 and a 9 shape. It's split into a 6 and 9 shape, and one side is white representing the light and one side is dark representing the dark, or the light representing masculine and the dark representing feminine. And in the light there's a little black dot, and or a little circle of black or darkness or whatever, and in the dark side it's got a little circle of white or light, however you want to look at it. So even the darkness has a little bit of light, and even the light has a little bit of darkness. To try and explain that is sometimes being dark can have a good outcome. So it's like, let's just say you notice that someone is planning to do something wrong or cause you some harm, or cause some harm to someone you care about. Creating a block or intervening, and let's just say simply somebody's calling you and you know they're calling you to create an argument that is only going to result in you being like messing with your vibration. If you're in a good mood, you know that this phone call is going to put you in a bad mood or just lower your vibration. To not answer the call could be looked at as a negative thing. It's like you are not open, you closed off, which is negative, to the phone call. If you was open, which is positive, you open the door to negativity. So this is how negative, closing off, shutting down, or even destroying certain things that have the potential to create negativity can end up in a positive. And sometimes when you're too positive can create a negativity. So like basically when you open the door to negativity and negative situations, it can create negativity to happen. So this is me breaking down the light in the dark and the dark in the light and the yin and yang symbol. But when it comes to me using the example of the plant, the light and the dark, it needs both the light and the dark for it to grow. And I use that example to refer to Source, Prime Creator, the one source that governs all things, governs the light and the dark. There is no devil that is controlling all the darkness, and it's opposing God that controls all the light. That's not how things are in the reality of things. I'm going to end this message here and then continue for a part 2, just to break it down in smaller bits that's easier to digest. I don't want this to be a long video. So peace, love, light, oneness, amen. So be it. I'll be back in a bit.